Okay, we're starting a little bit before 9 p.m. So I just want to get this live started so people can start joining whenever they have time. But once 9 p.m. hits, I will definitely start answering or just kind of going through what this live is going to be about. Very basic. It's just a Q&A where I give you guys guidance and just respond to a lot of your questions. And this is from experience. I am not a travel agent. I am just a person who likes to travel to Xcaret, and I've been there a couple times. So, all the information that I'm going to be providing to you all is guidance, okay? And I'm also going to, if you have any questions, I am going to answer them. So, again, I started before 9 just to kind of warm things up to let people start coming in because I did say 9 p.m. I was going live. So, I don't want to start going through the list that I have put together and then keep repeating it so many times. I know that I will have to repeat it more than once because people start trickling in throughout the live, and it's been my experience with TikTok. I do get a lot of people on TikTok, so today I am trying it here on YouTube to see how many people join. And not that it's not worth it, but just to see kind of what times work better for people, what days, and on what platform. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If it's too loud, give me a thumbs down or just let me know in the chat. Um, Let me open the chat. Okay, there we go. I put it in live chat so I can see you guys. Um, so I can see what you guys are writing when you guys have questions or depending how the live goes, it could be an hour long or it can take longer. On TikTok, I've gone for 2 hours because there's so many people connected and they're all um, asking questions that it takes me a while. So depending on how we do it here with how it goes on YouTube, then I'll see if we either need to cut it short or if we need to go longer. Okay, so it's not 9 yet, so it's gonna be a while. I'm trying to figure out what else to do here on my live. Let me see. I don't do a lot of lives on YouTube, guys, so I'm trying to like work through some settings here. I'm more of a TikTok girl, but I understand that I have two platforms and I need to be very active on both. So if you guys can bear, we have 4 more minutes till 4. So if you guys will be visiting Xcaret, the park, the hotels, or any of the parks, start putting them in the chat so I can start answering those questions for you guys. Again, I am not a travel agent. All the information I'm going to provide to you guys is from experience. Okay, so don't come at me. Don't be upset if I say you need reservations for a restaurant and then you say, like, no, you don't. Well, because from my experience, I had to make a reservation to a restaurant. That's why I'm letting you know. Oh, and before I forget, if you guys email me, my email is in the bio, in my profile bio. If you guys email me a screenshot that you are following me here on YouTube and TikTok, I will send you two documents that are going to be super helpful for your trip. Okay, those documents are going to help you with park and restaurant reservations, but free of charge, of course. But hi, Anna. Hello, guys. Everyone joining. Hi, hi, hi. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments and we're going to get started shortly. But before we start, just email me screenshots that you are following me on YouTube and TikTok, and I will send you guys those two documents that are going to be so helpful when it comes to making reservations to Hotel Xcaret, Mexico Phase 2, the restaurants and its parks. Okay, so again, free of charge. I'm not charging you guys anything. So we'll get started in a bit. If you guys can hear me, put it in the chat. If you can't hear me, put thumbs down. Don't play around. Just be serious about it. So let me know if it's too loud. Also, let me know if it's way too loud. It's 2 minutes. I'm gonna get started because I do have some people waiting here. Again, depending on how interactive the chat is and how fast I get through these bullet points that I have to share with you guys. You can hear me? Perfect, Anna. Thank you so much. We'll see if this live is only 30 minutes, 45, an hour, or if we can extend it. I know on TikTok, I usually do like 2 hours because the chat is so lit, it's so interactive. But here, it's just like people are warming up. If we have to cut it short, so be it. As long as I answer your questions, if you stick around and I answer your questions, I will have more lives and we can go from there. So I'm gonna start because it's gonna be 9 already. So again, my the name of my channel is Vacay. I do a lot of traveling around the world and I share my experiences with you guys. I am not a travel agent, okay? So I don't help book vacations. I know some people have told me you should be, but I'm not. I just share my experiences and I make time to do these lives and answer questions for you guys. So first of all, what is, if you've never heard of Hoteles Xcaret Mexico, or if you have, just know that Hoteles Xcaret, the group, has three hotels: Hoteles Xcaret Mexico, Hoteles Xcaret Arte, and Casa de la Playa. So that group has three hotels and they have like 10 parks and like 5 or 6 excursions. Okay, they're extending, they are growing, and with that, now Hoteles Xcaret Mexico has expanded to phase two. Okay, that first hotel that I told you, Hotel Xcaret Mexico, now has phase one and phase two. Phase two is the extension of that hotel. And with that come 10 new restaurants, 5 new casas, a lot of activities for your kids. And I mean, for kids from 0 to 4 and teens, and of course adults. Okay, that's Hotel Xcaret Mexico. If you're thinking, well, I don't have any kids or I don't like going to a place where there's kids, then Hotel Xcaret Mexico, Hotel Xcaret Arte, I'm sorry, Arte is for you. That's an all adults hotel. And then Casa de la Playa is a little bit more bougie. It has, you need more money for that. Um, I'm not sure if that one if kids are allowed, but it's a lot more pricier in case you do have kids and you want to go to that one. So, but I haven't been to that one, so I can't give you guys a lot of info on that one. Okay. So now that I've explained what Grupo Escaret is, how many hotels they have, parks, and excursions, I do want to talk about where these hotels are. Okay. Because a lot of us just know Cancun, which is in the state of Quintana Roo, all the way at the tip over here. So you land in the Cancun airport and then you have to travel 1 hour south to get to Playa del Carmen. And I say 1 hour because it all depends on traffic. You travel 1 hour south and that's where the hotels are. They are in Playa del Carmen. So if you're thinking, oh, well, maybe I should I don't know, stay in Hoteles Xcaret, and you want to party at Cocobongo in Cancun, that's not going to work because it's an hour away. You have to think about the drive, the time, and the money. So that's not going to work out for you. So you either stay at a hotel up in Cancun or you enjoy the resorts in Playa del Carmen. Okay, so now that you know geographically where it is, you have more of a sense of what you want to do. You want to party, go to the hotel zone in Cancun, or do you want to be in more relaxed and enjoy Hoteles Xcaret? Okay, you have options and you guys get to pick. A lot of people ask, what does an all fun inclusive mean? Right? Again, I just said that Hoteles Xcaret, the group, has parks. So that's exactly what it means. All fun inclusive. So when you book a room with them, you are booking your stay, but you are also, it comes with the parks and excursions that you might be interested in. It comes with everything. Food and drinks. Don't think that, oh, it only comes with one park or two parks. No, all the parks that are owned by Xcaret are included with your all fun inclusive package. All the restaurants in the hotels come with your all fun inclusive package. Okay, so that's what it means. It's everything in one. It's food, drinks, transportation from the airport and back, activities, access to Xcaret parks. Like I said, everything is included. And a great thing about it is that in these parks, uh when you sorry, I lost my train of thought. In these parks, when you book with Hoteles Xcaret, they tend to have 2 or 3 restaurants in these parks where you can eat for free. And I put it in quotes because at the end of the day, you are paying, a lot of money to stay in this hotel, but it includes your parks, excursions, food, transportation, and drinks, right? So when you go to these parks have like 2 or 3 restaurants where you can pick and eat there for free. So you don't have to spend any money on food or drinks, even if you're not at your hotel. Again, as long as they are owned by Xcaret, which all of them are. Um, let's see. The next one is, a lot of people ask, where do I book? I personally book through the hotel. I go to their website and that's where I book. But a lot of people book through Expedia or Costco Travel. And I've heard that Costco Travel has a lot of good deals. A lot of good deals. And I think they include flights. So if I were you guys, I would get on that Costco website and see if they have any deals right now for a low season, which we're gonna talk about right now. Okay, so I'll go through the high season, the low season, what might be more expensive than others, and the weathers. We will get to all that. And I see a question that came in. Someone asked, "Hi, I am traveling to Xcaret, staying at Xcaret Arte. I was wondering how I can book with some restaurants that aren't in the email they send me." Maria, so you're staying at Xcaret Arte. The people staying at Xcaret Arte, to my knowledge, they cannot visit Xcaret Mexico unless you are staying at Casa de los Artistas in Xcaret Arte. Casa de los Artistas is a lot pricier than the other casas, okay? But because you are paying a price at Casa de los Artistas in Xcaret Arte, they allow you to go to Xcaret Mexico and enjoy phase 1 and phase 2. Okay? So if that is your case, then you will be able to book restaurants that are either in Mexico phase 1 or phase 2. Let me see. Send me an email so I can help you with that because I have a document of restaurants that might be able to help you out. If, again, if you're staying at Casa de los Artistas in Xcaret Arte, then you will be able to go to Mexico phase 1 and phase 2, and this document will help you out. And then someone said, I am leaving in 10 days. Can't wait. I am so jealous. Have so much fun. So much fun. I really hope you put in your wish list already and let them know what restaurants you want to dine in and what parks you want to go. And you have your transportation booked because you're only 10 days out and you should have all of this by now, all set and done. Okay, so that's where you guys can book. That's where I left off. Transportation. Um, that's another thing I love about this hotel because you don't have to worry about booking transportation from the airport to your hotel. It's already included. So when you are sending your wish list and they're asking you the airline, if it's a national or international flight, how many people, all this information that you're giving it to them, they're already working on your transportation for the day that you arrive. So I have a lot of helpful videos here on my YouTube, shorts, long videos and shorts here on my YouTube that you guys can check out. And one of them is transportation. And it walks you through the moment you land and you go through customs and immigration and you exit the Cancun airport, who you should be looking for and what you should be doing. So that's going to guide you. Okay. So make sure you guys watch that one. But I love that this hotel includes transportation, round trip transportation, because you already paid for it. And that's what I love. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's so expensive to book this trip to go there. It's for rich people." It's not for rich people. You just have to know how to manage your money, save a little bit of money here and there, and then when you're ready to book, you book it or you get on a payment plan. You book it, and once you arrive to Xcaret, honestly, guys, you don't have to worry about spending any money there because again, everything's included. Unless you're buying souvenirs, then I understand they're not going to pay for that. You know, your souvenirs are for you and it comes out of pocket. That's it. Or unless you want premium alcohol, you want a bottle of I don't know, alcohol, right? Then you want the whole bottle, then you're gonna have to pay that extra. They're not gonna give you free bottles. It's not included. But I think you guys see what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about spending much money there unless it's souvenirs. But and the reason why I'm saying this is because I stayed at another hotel in Cancun, not Playa del Carmen, where all these hotels are. I've stayed there before and I've had to worry about transportation and paying like $80 just to go uh like 15 minutes from the airport to the hotel zone and then worry about my transportation coming back. That's another expense. And then if I want to go to the clubs out there, that's another expense. And go eat, in their like downtown area. So that's what I'm trying to compare. Like yes, you might pay less in other resorts, but then when you're there, you have to pay for all these things. And when you're at these hotels, you already paid for everything. You're just enjoying yourself. That's it. Another thing, the spa is not included. So if you are interested in the spa, then you will need to pay up. And I also have a video on that if you're wondering, like, well, I don't know if I should go to the spa. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I just want to see what it's all about. Go to my shorts, look them up. Again, my YouTube channel, it's Baecay, Baecay. You could put Muluk Spa, Muluk, Muluk Spa, and my video will come up. Let me answer some questions. Goonie, you are said. Have so much fun. You're so good. You're a pro at this. How about transportation to the other parks? Are the buses for those running all day? Okay, Cindy, I am so glad you asked this question because transportation for all the parks from the airports, and I say airports because now on your wish list, you will have the option of Cancun Airport or Tulum Airport. And to be honest with you, if you're thinking like, I don't know which one I should go to, they're the same distance. They're an hour away. So Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Tulum. So this is what you're doing. If you're landing here, you're gonna go south. If you're landing in Tulum, you're gonna go north. It's gonna be an hour away, so it doesn't matter. It's all included. But getting back to your question, all the transportation to parks and coming back is included as well. And no, buses to parks do not run all day. And this is why. The parks that you do not need reservations for, those run like every 20 minutes, okay? Starting from like 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m., okay? So most of the day, not all day, because it's not 24 hours. But you don't need reservations for those parks because they're right next door. So you guys see this picture behind me right here? This river and this walkway will take you to Xcaret Park. It's literally right next door to Hotel Xcaret Mexico. It's like a 15-minute walk, and if you take the little boat, which I suggest, and I also have a video on that if you guys want to check it out, um, the ride is maybe like 20 minutes because it's slow, but it's really nice. That park is close by. You can get there by boat, walking, or bus. On the bus is only 5 minutes. That's why they're running constantly every 20 minutes because it's nearby. Now, the parks or activities that are further out, like let me give you an example. Shelha is 45 minutes away without traffic. Now, if you add the traffic, let me get more comfy. If you add the traffic, then it's gonna be more time. It could be 50 minutes, it could be an hour. So for those parks, you do need reservations because it would be, dumb to just have a bus with 5 people taking you 45, 50 minutes out, uh wasting gas, and you're not filling up those buses. So one, they need to fill those buses, so they need you to make a reservation, and those buses do not run all day. They typically just have one bus going. So let's say the bus leaves at 8 in the morning and one bus coming back. It comes back like at 6 p.m. So I hope that answered and gave you some clarification. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can always email me and I will do my best to answer as best as I can. Okay, always take these answers as guidance. Let me see another one. When I booked it, it gave me an option to eat for extra money at Xcaret Mexico. It's the apapachua with an art aroma. With an art aroma. Okay, if it's giving you a Maria, if it's giving you an option when you book to pay extra money, money talks, okay? So if they're asking for money for extra money and you're willing to pay it, then you will be able to make reservations with them. I would reach out to concierge or to the hotel, either phone or email. I'm not sure when your trip is, but if it's coming up, this is another thing. They should be emailing you your wish list 45 to 30 days before your trip. Okay, if you haven't heard from them, if you haven't filled out, I mean, if your trip is 6 months out, don't even worry about it. They're not worried about you right now because they need to take care of the people like Goonie who's going in 10 days. You know, they don't need to worry about you yet. But 45 to 30 minutes before your trip, they need to send you a wish list, and that's where you put where you want to eat, and they have a list for you there. So if there is a specific restaurant at Papachua that you want to eat, that you want to try when you're out there and it's in Hotel Xcaret Mexico, I will reach out to them and tell them like, hey, I would like to eat here. My party is two in this party, and we would like to dine on this date. Sometimes they're not gonna have your first choice available, but just be flexible, guys. Just remember, some people get very upset because, oh my God, I couldn't get reservations. I feel like if you are flexible, they will work with you and you will get to eat wherever you want to eat. So if you can't dine on a Sunday morning, dine on a Monday morning. You know, do that, and it's gonna be the same experience, just on a different date. Let's see. One more question. How far is Xcaret Park Fuego from Xcaret Arte? 10 minutes, Maria. It's 10 minutes. So going back to the parks, Park is next door, and then Explore Fuego is like next to Xcaret Park. So they're all right here. So for Explore Fuego, you don't need reservations, but you do need to get the bus because I don't know of a pathway that takes you to Explore Fuego. Only Xcaret Park. Okay, so it's really close by. It's like 10 minutes. And if I were you, um, I would go to Xcaret Park Fuego, and Fuego means fire, and that park is open. The hours for Fuego are from 5 p.m. to I believe 11 p.m. at night. If you go during the day, it's just called Xcaret Explore Fuego. I'm sorry, Explore Fuego. Okay, during the day is Explore. During the night, it's Explore Fuego. During the day, the hours are from like 9 to 4. At night, for Explore Fuego, they're from 5 to, I believe, 11. If I were you guys, I always prefer going at night. All the activities are open. You can do the exact same thing. You're just not under the sun. You're not burning under the sun, especially during the summer months. You're not sweating. You might be sweating at night, but at least the sun's not out. You're not burning. You're not burning up. It's not that hot. So I prefer Explore Fuego, and it's not far from Xcaret Mexico or Xcaret Arte. And Maria, makes sense. Thank you so much. Do you know how we can make reservations for a group of people for a restaurant? Okay, how big is your group? That's the thing. Mm. Because I went a month and a half ago, and we wanted to make a reservation for a big group of people, but then it gets to a certain number where it's considered an event now. And they're going to want to charge you because now you need a bigger space, more tables, more people, more waiters or waitresses to help you out. So then that's considered more of an event. I think for 12 people, you should be fine if you're flexible with them. If they tell you, oh, we can't put, I don't know, four tables together for 12 people. But 6 of you guys can sit on this side and 6 of you guys can sit on the other side. You guys will be really close to each other. We just can't have one long banquet table for you guys. So that I think is doable. Because a lot of the tables are for 8 people, like max. So that's why I'm saying 12 people. It's a little big, but if you were to split it between like 6 and 6, I think that'd be fine. But you need to let them know. Like, hey, we'd like to dine here on this date. There's 12 of us. If you need to split us, we would love to be split 6 and 6. Okay? But to make those reservations, it's going to be on your wish list. And if you're going with different families, I would talk to your group and say, listen, I'm going to handle the reservation for the restaurant and I am going to request, let them know that there's 12 of us and request that we always get tables next to each other because you don't want to consider it. I just don't want you to no, I don't want them to say, oh, 12 is an event. If they were to say something like that, then just tell them, you know what, it's okay if you split us up, but as long as we're right next to each other, and then you'll be fine. But I would call the hotel or email them and let them know. Okay, I hope that answered your question. So let's continue. We were talking about where you can book. I told you Costco has good deals. We talked about transportation. Tipping. Tipping is a question that I always get. And I'm always going to say the same thing. Tipping is optional, but when my family and I go, we always tip. And because we always get good service. I understand if somebody's not giving you the service that you think you deserve because I know we pay a lot of money to go out there, but I've never encountered any employee that hasn't been nice. That doesn't mean I'm walking around giving money to everyone. No, but if we're at the pool bar and we have, someone, a bartender giving us drinks and making sure that we're fine and that we're good, once we're done, we tip them. Um, Same thing when we go eat. Whoever is bringing us our drinks and then cleaning up the table afterwards, we make sure we tip them. And it's up to you to honestly to decide how much money you want to give them. But tipping is optional. Just know my mom and I, my family and I like tipping, and it feels good. It feels good. I know that I'm sure that for them, that money they get to keep and take it to their families. So again, take money for your souvenirs, for your bottles if you're going to buy a bottle of alcohol, and for tipping. And we always tip in US dollars. We don't tip in pesos. I mean, unless you have pesos laying around or you went on a trip and you had extra change and you never spent it and you want to get rid of it, then go ahead. But we always take US dollars, and that's how we tip. What restaurants do you recommend for dinner and for breakfast? Maria at Arte, correct? Let me go back to your questions. Yes, Arte. Oh, Mexico. Let me go back. I'm so sorry. Yes, you're staying at Xcaret Arte. Xcaret Arte, I recommend there is a rooftop restaurant that's vegan, very healthy. I'm not vegan, but I said, I'm already here, already paid a lot of money. I'm going to try everything. And I am so happy that I'm not allergic to anything because I understand when people are picky about their food because they have an allergy. I just don't understand when they're picky because they're just picky. So I said, I'm gonna go give it a try. I had the best experience. I mean, this place, I think it was vegan. They had conchas, they had bread, they had I went for breakfast, they had chilaquiles. They were so good. It was healthier and it was vegan. It's a rooftop what is it, a restaurant. I don't recall the name of it, but when you get there, you can always ask concierge, like, hey, I heard about this rooftop restaurant that's a vegan. Let me know the name or how can I find it. I didn't need reservations because I didn't make them. I just woke up one morning, went out there and started doing a live up there and then reviewed the food and everything. But it was so good. You can go watch it right now if you go to my YouTube channel. You'll be able to see it. There's Xcaret Arte. That's the name of the video. You'll be able to see my whole experience, and that restaurant is there. Um, let me see. Let me type in real quick so I can give you the name because I forgot. But it's there. I think it was at. Oh, it's not coming up. I just don't want to waste so much money like doing research. But that one, that restaurant was amazing. You can watch it on my YouTube channel. And of course, a lot of you guys might know that all the hotels have this kind of Mexican buffet style restaurant where they serve food from all over Mexico. And that's what I love because they try to have a dish from each state. And every state is different, very rich in culture, of course, and they try to have that. And that this is what I think I love about the hotel, that it's so Mexican. The buffet focuses on Mexican food and not a lot of American food, which is honestly great because if you're going to Mexico, I'm sure you want to try the food or eat the food. The hamburgers, the hot dogs, and the pancakes can wait. Go there, have an atole, have an atole, have a café de olla, have conchas, have quesadillas, have pozole, have birria, have all these things that are Mexican and that are delicious. So that in Arte they have Mercado San Juan, that's what it's called. And Mercado, like a market, an outside market. That's how they make it seem. The feel is like a market, and they have foods from everywhere. So I would recommend that one as well. Another one that there is one. Okay, Arenal is such a nice vibe. It's by the lake. It's beautiful. It's called Arenal, and it's literally Arenal, arena, sand. It's next to the beach. It's beautiful. I mean, the beach is still a little far away, but the river is right next to you, and it's such a pretty place. For that one though, you do need reservations. The environment, the vibe is just so romantic and so calm and chill. It's really nice. The food was good too. You need reservations for that one. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I found the rooftop restaurant. Let me see, because I'm using my laptop. It's called Cosecha. Cosecha. Cosexa. They have acai bowls. It's like a healthier restaurant, vegan, but oh my god, it's so nice to just be up there, chilling, having breakfast, and the food is amazing. So Cosecha, Arenal, Mercado San Juan, and if you are Mercado San Juan, and then there's one more that I really, really enjoyed, Cantina VIP is Oaxacan food. You need to try it. That food is amazing, and the vibe, it's more of like an after, not an after party, but they have a DJ and live music. That's where you go to have a little bit of fun after, if you want to have some drinks, because the other restaurants are more chill. You eat, you talk with your family, you laugh, whatever. But Cantina VIP is more like you want to party, you want to drink, you want to have fun. So that's another restaurant that I do recommend. And then Anna, if I remember you, maybe if you've been to my lives on TikTok, I might remember you from there. Let me open up my Word document so I can continue with you guys. Yo quiero, you want to go to Mexico? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, girl, book your trip and make it happen. Now, let me move on to um why parks are not the parks, but why the hotel is so expensive, because a lot of people say it's so expensive. Again, remember the parks are included, and let me just give you an example real quick. If you want to go to Xcaret Park, for the price for an adult is $132. That's one park. Okay, that's one park for one person. That's $132 for an adult, $99 for a child. Okay, who is yeah, $99 for a child. So with that being said, let's say you're a family of four, right? 132, that's 160, 264 already for just two people. And then on top of that, you have two kids, you add $200 because 99 per kid. So that's that's 464, right? For 64, almost $500. Only $500 for one park. Now, if you during your stay you want to do another park, then that's going to be another $500. So that's already $1,000, and that's if you're staying at an outside hotel and you want to add an Xcaret park. That's how much you're gonna have to pay. Now, if you're staying at a Hotel Xcaret, your you might end up paying, let's say, 5 grand, and you're like, oh my god, it's so much money, and it is. Okay, so save up for your trip, but you already paid for your stay, your hotel room, for your parks, all of the parks, and that doesn't mean you're gonna have time to go to all of them. Okay, because if I were you, I would at least be there for 7 days, at least, so you can account for travel day. The next day, you can stay in the hotel and enjoy all the amenities because, again, you are paying a lot of money for it. Then the next day, do a park, then stay at the hotel, then do a park, stay at a hotel, and then do an excursion or something, and then you leave. So at least 7 days. So remember, yes, it adds up when you're paying because it's like 5 grand, but it already includes everything. And if you think about it from those 5 grand, if you were to stay elsewhere, and you want to visit two parks, that's already if you want to visit two parks, that's already what, almost $1,000. And then let's say you want to do you might pay like 1,000 or 2,000 for the hotel, that's 3,000, but then you're limited, maybe you want to do another excursion, something else, so it kind of adds up, I think. Or it's even better if you book with Hoteles Xcaret and then just get all your free parks through them. um Let me see. So I talked about that. And if you're wondering what parks are included with your My Off Fun inclusive stay, it's Xcaret Park, Explore, and Explore Fuego, which we talked about earlier today, Xelha, Senses, Xochimilco, Cenotes, Chichen, and Tulum Xelha. Some of these are parks, others are tours. Some of these need reservations, some of them don't. So if you guys email me, send me a screenshot through email that you're following me here on TikTok, well, here on YouTube and TikTok, then I will send you two documents that are going to be so helpful when it comes to reservations to parks and restaurants at Hotel Xcaret Mexico Phase 2. Okay? Let me see. So what is new over at Phase 2? I am getting ready put to finish. I'm finalizing my video for Hotel Xcaret Mexico Phase 2. There's tons of videos out there, some of them in English, some of them in Spanish. All my content is in English. But if you do understand both languages and you want to go ahead and watch someone else's, by all means, go ahead, because everyone has a different experience. You might be like, oh, I already know that the new face has water slides. Yes, but someone might be telling you different information. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just meaning that now someone might be telling you the height requirement for the water slide, or how deep the water is, in case you don't know how to swim like myself. So it's always good to support everyone. And I'm just letting you guys know that I'm getting ready for that video, and make sure you are following me and you turn on your notifications, so when I do upload it, then you guys will be notified and be the first ones to watch. Okay. Maria said, yes, I spent 5,000 for two people with flights and resort altogether. Nice. You see, it is pricey. It is pricey. But honestly, sometimes the flights to Cancun are like $800 per person. Per person. That's $1,600 in flights only. So 5 grand is a really good price, I think. Okay. Again, I'm not it's not cheap, it's expensive, but if you save your money and you know how to budget, you can go there and have a great time. So the new phase has two water slides. Um there is an age limit for that, but it's so much fun. They have teen centers, and I think that's awesome because I feel like teens sometimes it's just hard to please. When you travel with younger kids, you take them to the pool, which by the way, there is a kid pool in between phase one and phase two. It's an octopus. It's really cool. And there's a bar next door where the parents can have drinks. And then there's a little restaurant that caters to younger kids because they have all the junk food you can eat. And as adults, sometimes we want that too: pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, spaghetti, chicken nuggets, all the dessert. So it's really good. And then but now in phase two they have the water slides, and they have teen centers, they have an arcade, they have like a cenote pool for adults, but kids can go in there too. And there's a bar all the way at the bottom. So imagine this, a new pool, but it's underground like a cave. And all the way at the end there's a a bar. The kids are allowed, adults are allowed in there. It's so much fun. There's a lot of new stuff which will be in my video, so make sure you guys are following me and subscribe to my channel. Like I mentioned, for younger kids there is a pool area, and there's also an indoor playground, which I think it's awesome because Playa del Carmen, Cancun, they have it's tropical weather. So it's hot, it's humid, and in the summer months it's so unbearable because I've been there in the summer months. And just to have something indoors with AC and shade for the young ones, it's so cool. And you guys are also gonna see it in my video, so make sure to subscribe. Mm. Now that we touched on weather, let me tell you, a lot of people ask, when is the best time to go to Cancun or to Playa del Carmen to visit Xcaret? um, I would say the best time to go, because I've been there a couple of times in October, mid to late October is the best. The weather is awesome. It's always going to be hot. In December, it was perfect. It was like 85 degrees. It was so hot, but it was not humid. So I think it's really good October, November, December. Right now in January, I hear that it gets a little chilly, so you might need a little sweater. It's not like other places where it's snowing and they're below zero. Of course not. You're by the beach here and it's tropical weather, and it's not January anymore. So I don't even know why I said that. I'm still stuck in January. But the best time to go, I would say, is mid October to late October, November, December, and then March, April, and May. Okay? Because after May, during the summer months, oh my God, it's so humid and it rains a lot. It rains a lot. Trust me, I went one year. I think it was at the end of June. Oh my God, it was pouring. It was pouring for like 3 days. And the hotels, I didn't stay here, okay? I stayed in Cancun. The hotel had activities for us, but I mean, there's only so much you could do, and you want to go out to the pool, to the beach and have fun outside or walk downtown or do other things. And there's a lot of rain. July, same thing. So just so you guys know, June 1st through November 30th is hurricane season. And I know I said, oh, well, late October and November are good months. Yes, but that's the end of hurricane season. That doesn't mean that one year, there could be a hurricane. So don't come back and say, like, you said, blah, 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 because I'm not a meteorologist and I'm not what is it, a psychic. I can't tell the future. Like, oh my gosh, for the next 20 years, they're not gonna have a hurricane between mid-October to November. But the chances are less towards the end, and it's not as humid anymore, and it's not gonna rain as much. Just so you know, a little bit of rain won't hurt you, and it's expected. In December when I went, we had clear skies. The one day we did have clouds. They moved pretty fast. One night it was clear, and then it poured for 15 minutes. It poured for 15 minutes, and then that was it. It was done. So don't be scared of the rain. It's just water. And then two, be flexible with your plans, okay? Because if you do go in the summer and it's raining a lot, they might close pools, especially if there's lightning and thunder. for safety reasons, they have to close the pools. So just adjust. If you can't go to the pool today, let's say Friday, because it's raining, it's been raining all day, but there's no rain tomorrow, just go to the pool tomorrow. Don't get upset. Be open with your plans and be flexible. Somebody said, I am going in April. Is the weather okay? Yes, April is still good. It's not as humid and it's not hurricane season yet. So it's good. The only thing, though, in March and April, a lot of people are on spring break. So hotels tend to be pricier and a lot more full, more packed, but the weather should be really nice. Okay? Again, don't be scared of any rain. Um, I think that is everything that I wanted to go over with you guys. Again, this is very basic information, guidelines. I am here to help you out. I'm here to answer questions, and I hope I did. Um, Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on TikTok as well because I give you guys a lot of good information. One last time, send me a screenshot of that you are following me here on YouTube and TikTok, and I will send you those two documents. If there are no more questions, you're very welcome. To everyone that was here, if there are no more questions, I'm gonna let you guys go because I know that it's getting pretty late. In some areas, it's past midnight already, and I will try to do these lives a lot more. So if you guys were here today and you have questions, I'm good, Anna. And then Maria, thank you for being here. Goonie, thank you guys for being here. If I'm gonna be doing more lives often here on YouTube, I just get a lot more people on TikTok. So there is just like boom, boom, question after question, and I'm answering, and we're going, and people are chiming in, which is what I love. So you guys that were here tonight with me and were asking, thank you so much for asking the questions because they were all very good questions. And for those of you guys who are 10 days out from your trip, have so much fun. And next time I host a live, whether it's here on YouTube or on TikTok, let me know how it went. Let me know what you did. And if you can chime in and help people out, that'd be great, because we're just building our community and we are helping each other. So, again, thank you guys for being here. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I usually post on my stories here on YouTube and TikTok when the next live is. So I am going to post this live on YouTube so you guys can refer back to it. So again, have a great night. If we don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you guys go. Okay, thank you. Well, first I need to find out how to end this live. Let's see, because that's something I should have figured out. Ah, okay. Alrighty, guys. Bye.